Now to a story affecting nearly every American. The Supreme Court ruled most of President Trump's sweeping tariffs illegal. Trump called the decision disappointing and just signed a temporary new order to impose a 10% global tariff.
Foreign countries that have been ripping us off for years are ecstatic. They're so happy. And they're dancing in the streets, but they won't be dancing for long.
Data from the nonpartisan group Tax Foundation shows his tariffs cost the average American household $1,000 last year. The tariffs that remain in place would still cost $400 this year. 7 News Detroit reporter Evan Siri is hearing about the very real impact already happening here at home. He took a trip to Birmingham, where he's listening to a business owner about her biggest concerns.
The owner of Michigan-based Skinny Tees here in Birmingham says she has managed to keep her prices the same since Trump's tariff blitz, but says this new 10% global tariff could force her to make some changes.
One of the girls said, "Come here, I have to show you something that's running across the news."
A Friday morning 6-3 Supreme Court ruling striking down most of President Donald Trump's tariffs didn't give business owner Linda Schlesinger any reason to celebrate.
For an hour, we'll believe it, and he'll swing it. He did.
Schlesinger is the owner of Michigan-based Skinny Tees, a women and soon-to-be men's apparel company based in Birmingham. In response to the ruling, the president imposing a new 10% global tariff slated to go into effect Monday for 150 days. Schlesinger telling me it's been a major challenge dealing with tariffs in the second Trump administration. 80% of her materials come from China, 15% from Italy.
My contractors in Italy and China are so anti, of course, what's going on because it affects their orders.
This is major international news.
Dr. Joseph Eisenhower is Dean of the College of Business Administration at the University of Detroit Mercy.
The federal government has collected more than $100 billion and possibly $200 billion over the past year in tariff revenue, much of which may have to be refunded to those who paid it.
Eisenhower adding the country is riding a tariff tide that is ultimately providing too many splashes.
Whether there will be taxes, won't be taxes, new tariffs, no tariffs, that volatility and uncertainty deters investment in the economy.
Schlesinger says she's been able to ride the wave so far, not raising her prices and finding ways to pivot where needed. Time will tell if she can keep it that way.
With 10%, and then will tomorrow he wake up and decide it's an additional 20%? I mean, there's no checks and balances here.
In Birmingham, Evan Siri, 7 News, Detroit.